Alright, welcome back. So today I'm on the Nova 2 drag build. So we're going to go ahead and put on the wheels for this thing because when I drag race it, I don't run the aluminum wheels because running the risk of damaging them is not worth it. I have used some of the front runners to weigh down the front of the car, which works really well. Or you can go to the plastic runners to help get the front end to transfer the power onto the back. So these, I believe, needed the spacers on the front. But I can't remember because the front runners are so thin. Yeah, that's gonna need the spacer. This is a 3-piece body, which I had built a while ago. I want to say I was about $250 into this body. Now, Reefs RC came out with these wheels a couple years ago, I want to say. And it's such a nice looking wheel. And at the time, there were some of the wheels that he produced that I think he only made so many of them. I think is what his deal was with some of these wheels. But I did notice that he still makes wheels. So I've got to put some spacers on this for the aluminum wheels. Some spacers right here. Because the nut's not threaded all the way in because of what I had to do with the offset on the front of this to get the wheels to get flush with the body. So I want to say these two drag cars that that I'm showing right now, both of these are going to go up for sale. And these were actually the first two drag builds that I did on my channel that started this channel, if people didn't know. I had built these things when my kids were little, and I posted a YouTube video of building these and just having fun with the kids, and posted it on YouTube so my friends and family could look and watch. And that was these two, this Nova 2 and a Mustang. So these have got Proline body mounts on them. This custom body was a painter out of California on this thing. That was pretty cool. It's a pretty easy way of doing flames on this three-piece body. And I do tape just so the wheels don't hit with the tinted windows. A lot of paint goes into something like this on the airbrushing. Back as well. So the back is one piece, the front end is one piece. And then you glue them together. So on these three-piece bodies. So pretty cool body. This is a low center of gravity chassis, all new stuff with a wheelie bar added with a T-bone bumper in the rear. These were actually built before any Traxxas drag cars were out there. You couldn't buy a ready-to-run drag car. You had to build it, and that's what I did with this. It's got a Castle motor in it. It's got the Inter-D transmission, hot racing spur. It's locked out. This one is locked out, no slipper clutch. Inter-G, you know, housing with Traxxas internals. So it's the way we used to do it back in the day. Posi unit. That's why, as you see, you can't, there is no slip in the rear. Both wheels drive together. So it's really a smooth and consistent setup for a drag car. Aluminum shock caps on this setup. And it's pretty cool. So a lot of shock work went into doing something like this. This thing goes right up onto the wheelie bar. Wheelie bar is metal, set low with the T-bone bumper racing to give it flex in the rear in case you spin out and hit something. Brand new tires. These have got the reaction tires on the rear, the Proline reactions. So, and a wider front tire to really make the RC stable. It's got a quick run ESC, 4S, 2 to 4S LiPo ESC, which is plenty of power for what you need for drag racing. So XT90, because I have run this on 4S before. So on and off switch, everything's really cool. I should have the remote for this one. That's what I was going to look at, is check to see what receiver. I believe I have a Traxxas receiver in this. Because I bound a lot of these to Traxxas. This was ground up build. Every part on it is new. Aluminum front turnbuckles, aluminum rear turnbuckles for all the adjustability. Yeah, Traxxas TQ. So I'll grab the TQ remotes I have. I know I have one for this. So this will go with a remote. The only ones I don't send remotes are the ones I have Futaba receivers in. But a lot of these first original drag builds, I wasn't running Futaba. I was literally running the Traxxas remote, because that's all you really need. You can bind up 20 cars to it, and it should be plenty. So this one will come with a remote. And the way I look at it, all the hardware is stainless, because I fully assembled this one myself. I bought the chassis, bought all the parts. Oh, it's not that one. It's this one. I can't remember if I bought a slash for this one. I think it was the Mustang I bought the slash for. I built one of them from scratch, buying all the parts, and then one of them I bought a high center of gravity with a low center of gravity chassis, which might have been this one, because literally all these parts are brand new. And then I bought a stainless steel hardware kit for this thing. Well, not for this thing, I just bought a complete stainless steel hardware so that I could build this. And with Traxxas, there's a lot of unique pieces when it comes to putting together a lot of factory parts that you'll need when you were doing these slash conversions. It was kind of like when the slash four-wheel drive, people were converting them to backslashes for the track. I had one as well. I think I took my backslash and on my backslash I went ahead and converted it. I think, well, no, that was a four-wheel drive one. I think I converted it to a speed run car, because I originally bought a backslash from somebody that was selling one, who raced it, and turns out everything on it was just wore out, like it was beat. You can see how slow the reaction is of these front shocks. This is the ride height right there, as you can see the coil spacers I have in here. So that's the ride height. I want to keep the droop really slow to bring this front end back down. So just some of the tuning tips I did when showing people how to build these things. But this one, I'm going to end up letting this go for the cost of the wheels and the cost of the body. So, I mean, the wheels were 200 bucks. The body was, you know, 200 bucks. So, and then figure the RC is free. Well, the RC would be the cost of the shipping. So, what I'm going to end up doing is this one can go 350 bucks. And like I said, PayPal only. You guys cover shipping. And we'll go from there. So let me grab the other one, and we'll go through that one real quick. I just want to make sure everything, like I said, I just make sure everything works before I ship these things out, because I don't want any surprises. And this will come with a remote controller. I just need to check the other one to see if that one has a Traxxas remote. So here's the other one. This one also Has the Reefs wheels on it. This has Hoosier tires front and rear. And this has the Kenny Bell inspired supercharger stickers on it from Kenny Bell, when Kenny Bell used to sponsor my Mustang back in the day. This is also a flame paint job. About $200 into this body as well. It is undercoated in black and taped. Same chassis. Because like I said, these were all... See, this one doesn't have a receiver because I don't have any Traxxas receivers. I have Spectrum receivers, but they don't work good with the drag builds. So this one also has the $200 in tires. This has got a Castle ESC on it. Some Mamba X ESC. And it has the Proline mount on it, so it's really hard to read. Looks like, yeah, this is a 6S ESC. Yeah, the Mamba X. So 2S to 6S. Like I said, you know, running 2S, 3S is all you really need for a drag car. And then it is a censored system. So censored system is hooked up on this. Hot racing fan to cool off the motor, even though you really don't need it because you're not running that long. And then the SRTC, I believe is what this wheelie bar is, with the mount. On this setup, they use wheel bearings in the back, but this is also a cool build. Low center of gravity chassis again. This one is running same thing, Savox servo. As you can tell, I run Savox in a lot of things. Brand new chassis. So all based off the Slash. RPM front bumper on this one. And then same thing, Proline body mounts. So this one, I'll let this one go for $300. Just because it does not have a radio or receiver. If you guys need a radio and receiver and prefer to have it with a radio receiver, message me. I'll put the email down below, and we'll go from there. Because I know some people have a hard time, you know, hooking up and setting up electronics. So I need the smaller ones for the front of this one. So if you don't know how to hook up a receiver and a radio, because I don't know what radios people run out there. Some people have been running those inexpensive radios, which I don't blame anybody for running those. Your choice is your choice. So most of the stuff I run when I don't have a receiver in it is I put a Futaba in there and then transfer my radios from car to car. So on most of them. So, and then I do have a lot of Spectrum stuff, but this is a very cool RC as well. A lot of money invested into these things, but it is what it is. Hopefully somebody out there can enjoy this. So $300 on the Mustang because no radio, and $350 on the Nova 2. But there we go. I am going to get to wrenching I still have my Techno I have to get together. I'm just going through the Techno now, MT410. So I want to get that up and going as well. But there you go. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. All right, just a little insight to the way I based the pricing on these drag builds. I'm not looking for people to buy these things and resell them, even though if you add up all the parts in them, well exceeds what I'm asking for these things. I want these to stay together. I could part them out. I just don't want to do that with the electronics, that kind of stuff. I based it off $200 wheels, $90 for the tires, and $100 for the body, even though I have a lot more into it. And then the RC is free. I'm not looking for these things to be resold. I'm looking for people to enjoy these RCs and have a piece of the channel's history. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.